Hi everyone. I was really gonna do a really shady intro to this video and just be like, hey everyone, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube scandal. But the situation since I started planning this video has gotten a little bit serious. I'm sure you're here because of the title. We are going to talk about Tati Westbrook and James Charles breaking up and all the drama that is going on around them. If you don't know who they are, Google is free. So, this all came about when Tati Westbrook, who goes by Glam Life Guru on YouTube, put out a statement about James Charles. She had previously, which we talked about before, done this really lame, like, crying rant because James put out a collaboration with another vitamin besides hers. And I did talk about that, and I was totally just like, you are a crybaby. You promote other palettes so he can promote other vitamins. It's fine. But now we have the full story. And the full story is not that cut and dried, my friends. I suggest you go watch Tati's video, and then I suggest you go watch James's apology, because we're going to be going into all of that. And I suggest you do some Googling, because a lot has happened. Every time I sat down to film or got ready to make my video and made one, more stuff would happen, and I was like, fuck. Well, now my previous video leaves out tons of information. So, and if you guys have ever been to my drama videos before, they are not full of receipts. I'm not going to be throwing screenshots up, but everything is Googleable. So you'll be able to find it. We're just here to talk. This is just my opinion on the situation. I've watched all these videos a few times at this point, so I can be like, here's what I think. Alright. So, the very beginning of this whole feud was James Charles posted a sponsored post on his Instagram Live for Sugar Bear Hair. Their sleeping gummies things. He posted that. Water. Anyway, he posted that, and then Tati Westbrook went on another Instagram Live. Not really a rant. She just kind of posted on there, and she was just like crying about how, like, she's been so supportive to her friends and they've never been supportive to her, and talked about like her vitamins, and even though she promotes all their palettes and stuff. Well, my original stance, sorry, my hair's never down in videos and it looks really bad and it bothers me, so you're just gonna have to deal with me touching my hair a bunch, petting my hair. Who was it we used to make fun of that pet their hair? I can't remember. Was it Jacqueline Hill? Who we could always tell when she had extensions in because she would just pet her hair. Mine's the opposite, because y'all know we would be looking like swamp creatures up in here, and I usually have my hair in a doody ball on top of my head. But I figured if I'm going to go ahead and make this video, I'm just going to leave my hair down. Just to, you know, just to have a little extra zhuzh, because I normally look like a swamp demon. So today we are looking like a swamp demon who took a bath. I didn't take a bath, but it's okay. Anyway, so she posted a video crying. Everybody picked it up and were just like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why you're crying over vitamins, because you promote other palettes that aren't James's. Like, you know, and that's his direct competition. And I understand that Sugar Bear Hair is your biggest competitor, but anybody else that puts out a makeup palette is in direct competition with James's palette with Morphe. And we were all kind of just like, all right, like, no, this is ridiculous. So Tati decided that she needed to bring out the rest of the story, which is probably best for her, because here we all are thinking that she's just crying over fucking vitamins. So she comes out and she's like, hey, I understand that you guys think that I'm just crying over vitamins, but let me give you the full fucking story. This was just the last nail in the coffin of the friendship between me and James. So let me get you started. There's one contradictory point in her video that I did want to point out, which is possibly irrelevant. I don't know. But she does say that he contacted her through her DMs on Instagram. That's how they first started talking. Is he reached out to her and was like, I love you, I'm obsessed with you, blah, blah, blah. But in the video that they did together, if you watch one of the first videos they did together, he says that she reached out to him via DMs and she agreed with him that, yes, that is what happened. I reached out to you. I don't know if that's relevant, but to me it was just like, this just it kind of brings down some of the credibility of both sides, because you guys can't even agree who reached out to who and how you guys even met. But she goes on to say that she was so upset about that because he had shit talked other influencers that did bring up, he was shit talking all the other influencers that did sponsored posts with Sugar Bear Hair, because he was like, we all know the shit don't work. Like, it's not a secret in the beauty community that Sugar Bear Hair vitamins don't work, and these people are sellouts and they're lying to their audience. I mean, she put Manny out by name and said he made, like when Manny and Laura did Sugar Bear Hair sponsorships, he was like, dude, fuck them. Like, that is so fake. I would never lie to my audience like that. And then he turned around and he fucking did the exact same thing. I can understand why she would be upset about that. But at the time, she wasn't trying to put all his business, you know, out on Front Street. But then she was like, oh, okay. Well, since we're doing it, we're doing it. And she even went on to explain that she wishes that they could have just handled this between the two of them. But when she reached out to him, he was just like, you need to go publicly accept my apology because my career is dying. Like, the internet is canceling me, so you need to fix it right now. You need to go. He didn't actually, like, I'm sorry that I hurt you. Take all the time that you need, feel your pain, and then come back to me. He was like, you need to go accept my apology right now publicly because my image is dead. Like, my career is dying, my subscriber count is dropping. At this point, James Charles has lost 3 million subscribers. We all thought that Dramageddon, or Drama Apocalypse, whatever you call it, 2018 was bad when Laura Lee lost 1 million subscribers. James Charles lost 1 million subscribers in 24 hours. 24 hours. He is down now to 13 million subscribers when he was previously at 16. He's not hurting. He still has 13 million subscribers, but his social blade for the first time ever has been in the red. That was crazy for me to watch. And you guys know I have supported him. Like, I don't buy his pals, but I subscribe to him, and I have publicly defended him, like, on my channel, because I have thought a lot of his scandals were not his fault. And I also thought it was because he was so young. But at this point, you always talk about how you had to grow up so fast in the community because you got thrust into fame so quickly. You're 19 years old now. You own a house. You have billions of dollars. Not billions, millions. I mean, you made $1 million off a Morphe deal. So, I don't know. You should be a grown-up at this point. And my opinion of the whole situation has completely changed since the new receipts have come out and people have come out. We're back to Gabriel Zamora is irrelevant because he needs to stay relevant so bad that it's no drama or anything. No one talks about him unless he is inserting himself in other people's fucking drama. He did the same thing with Jeffrey, Manny, and Laura, inserted himself in that drama and got dragged. And he's doing the same thing now with James. He posted a video called, like, Makeup and Opinions, where he basically just dragged Tati and was like, you know, there's people that are dying in the world and you're fucking crying about vitamins. Because he had obviously had conversations with James behind the scenes. Tati does confirm that that happened because she said she went to James's house and Gabriel was there. So, they are friends behind the scenes. I mean, good for them. I'm not saying they can't have friends, but you're out here, like, you just got uncanceled when you apologized for the... Chill. I just shook my whole table because I'm getting really like... Because I've been waiting to make this video and trying to gather my receipts. And honest to God, so many things have happened. So many things have happened. So Tati goes on to say that she has done all these things for James. It's so hot. She has done all these things for James. And she has furthered his career and she has never asked for anything in return. She is the one that, like, set him up with his management team. She's the one that helped him fire his old management team. She was the one that helped him monetize his videos correctly so he was making money off his videos. She would do collabs with him, and if there was any, like, commission, she would say, no, give it to James. I don't want it. Like, help James, don't help me. I'm fine. Help James, help him get started. Come be on my channel 100,000 times. I'll promote all your stuff. I will say use code James every time I hold up a Morphe item. I will help you. And I think that's true as somebody who watches her videos. I've seen it myself. oh, you know, I have this Morphe product. Use code James for 10% off. And she does it in all her videos. He's been on her channel 1,000 times. I think she's been on his channel like once, maybe. If that doesn't show you that somebody else, and when he surpassed her in subscribers and views, you would think that he would do the same thing for her. Promote her stuff all the time. Have her on his channel all the time to help her grow. But he didn't. He just didn't. Like, that's not speculation. That's fucking facts. Like, you can go and look and see that he just didn't. Like, he just fucking was like, nope. Thanks for your help, bye. He seems like a fucking sociopath. Now, it gets a little bit more serious in there. She talks about basically all the stuff her and her husband have done for James in the past and how they have helped him and furthered his career and done everything they could for him, helped negotiate his deals, looked over his contracts for him because he was just a kid when he came in to all this like fame and money. He was 17 and he's grown really quickly, and he went from a regular high school student to a millionaire with thousands of fans, millions of fans in 2 years. So he's really been thrust into the limelight, and that's what excuse that I've used for him in the past. I don't know him personally. This is just me advocating on his behalf to you guys, and I regret that deeply because I did take his side in the beginning of this argument, because without all the information, it did look like she was just being a baby and crying over vitamins. It really did. But now that we know the whole situation, it's like, oh, so you've done like tons of shit for him. And if you watch his video, he does not deny anything that she says. None of it. Even the allegations that he is a fucking predator, a sexual predator, he did not deny that at all. He was like, I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm trying to be better. And those allegations were absolutely fucking disgusting. How he said that he can do whatever because he's a celebrity. Oh, I'm rich. Well, I'm pretty sure our waiter is straight. Doesn't matter if he's straight. I'm a celebrity. That's scary. Like, if he was a straight man talking about women like that, we would all be like begging for his head on a stick. I'm sorry, but we need to protect our men the same way we need to protect our women. And don't let people prey on them and use their like money and their fame and their position in the world as a way that they can fucking control people to do things they don't want to do. We talked about the guy that he was seen at Coachella with. We talked about that previously on this channel, and how I felt like used James to further his platform, because he was just, oh, well, I'm bi-curious and I'll just like further my career by being seen with James Charles. That still might be the case, but at this point I'm more inclined to believe that James really was using his power and his like position in the world to manipulate him to get what he wanted from him. But, oh, well, you're not really straight. There's no such thing as an actual straight man. That's not real. That's not a thing. It's a thing. Like, I personally believe that sexuality is on a fucking sliding scale, and no, it's really rare for somebody to be on one end or the other completely, like under all circumstances. But that's somebody's personal choice for themselves, and you don't get to have their choice and just decide that everybody wants to sleep with you because you're rich. That's fucking gross. There's even been tweets that have come out since these allegations of people that went to high school with him, talking about situations where he actually molested a kid in the bathroom. You guys will have to look up those tweets yourself, but somebody from his high school was like, hey, he did this to one of our friends. He like reached in his pants, and he was like, well, he didn't tell me to stop, so that counts as consent. And we all know that's not true. Silence doesn't mean yes. Only yes means yes. Anything besides YES means no. That's ridiculous. And this kid was like a kid. They said he was like 3 years younger than James. So James was 17, 16, 15, 14 years old. That's fucking disgusting. You are a disgusting human. Not that I think James Charles will ever see this video, but I think you are disgusting. And you are a fucking predator. And that was a child. And all these people that you've done that to since, I hope they press charges against you, because you are vile. And you are fucking gross. I really, really hope that people press charges, because I'm done with having everything. These boys will be boys bullshit. No. Boys will be held accountable for their fucking actions. And you are gross. Even Jeffree Star has come forward and said that the last time that James Charles came to his house in February, his boyfriend, the straight man, Nathan, said, I do not want him at our house anymore. Period. I do not want him to come back over to our house. And he never did. Because he made Nathan so uncomfortable that he was like, he's not allowed over at my home anymore. And Jeffree, because he's a good man to his man, you know, he's good to his man, he was like, cool, he can't come over anymore. Tati goes into detail about how he embarrassed her at her birthday, talking about a waiter and all the sexual things he wanted to do to the waiter. And when Tati said, James, like, stop, like, he's straight, he was like, it doesn't matter if he's straight, I'm a celebrity, I can do whatever I want. He said this in front of Tati's family and childhood friends. And I get it, we've all said some, like, you know, everybody kind of acts crazy when you get around a group of friends and you're just like, so what, beach, like, I'm so cute, whatever. But this is not around, like, your group of friends when you're, like, at a night out having some drinks, which you still shouldn't say disgusting things anyway. But that's more of a situation where you will say more, like, wild stuff, like, ha ha ha, I want to suck his dick. But you don't say that in front of, like, your friend's family and the people she grew up with, like her childhood friends. She said she had to call all of them the next day and personally apologize for his behavior and make excuses for him. She said he even talked like this at dinner at her house with his parents there. That's fucking gross. Like, why do you want to talk like that in front of your parents? Ew. Ew. Like, if you and your parents have a cool relationship and you guys talk about that kind of shit in public, whatever, that's you. But in front of people, like, that's just disrespectful. And it's disrespectful of Tati's home. And it was disrespectful of her friends. And he just honestly seemed like he just didn't care. Like, about her, about how she feels, about how she looks. He doesn't care. Because he's a celebrity. He can do whatever he wants. Cool. So, now we'll get into the James Charles apology. It's a pretty short apology. He did it in true YouTuber fashion. No makeup on. I have on my glasses. I'm not sitting in front of a backdrop. He was just in a hotel. I think he's in Australia right now. And he was like, I owe Tati an apology. I owe her husband an apology. I'm not going to try to defend myself. He didn't even say her brand's name because he can't. Because he just did a sponsorship with another brand. And there's a time limit on there when you can talk about another brand that does the same thing. You know, like if I did like a Sugar Bear hair promo, I couldn't talk about Halo Beauty for X days, whatever I agreed to, because that'd be a part of my contract with doing that sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? He was like, her brand, she has a brand, you know, she also does this, but he didn't say Halo Beauty in any of that. Because he can't. That just furthers my point that he tried to say that it was all a spur of the moment thing and, oh, they helped me out at Coachella, so then I'd agreed to do this if they would let me borrow some of their security because I was getting mobbed by fans. I mean, it may have been true, but they also were giving out artist passes for Coachella in exchange for sponsorships, like in exchange for a post, like, or an Instagram story about Sugar Bear hair. Like, that was the exchange. It wasn't like, I'll pay you to do this. If you do this, I'll give you this artist pass for Coachella. And he was spotted in his Get Ready With Me Coachella Day 1 with the artist pass on his wrist. You can look it up and see, because on weekend 2, when he just had a regular VIP pass, it was a completely different band. But he had that artist pass, which we've all seen it, because Tana Mojo had one, and they're like yellow and pink. And he had it already for day 1. So maybe he did have a security issue and maybe they did help him, but the sponsorship was already in place. Like, it was. I don't care what anyone says. It was. Because if he had that artist pass already for day 1, that there was no, before he even went, when he was filming a video or filming like a Snapchat, that he was about to start getting ready to go, then how could there have been a security breach if you haven't even gotten there yet? Like, what fucking sense does that make? None. Zero. Because there was not a situation yet. You're a fucking liar. You just lie all the time. You just fucking lie. And you lied to your followers and your subscribers by saying this is a product that you like when you have been you know, outed that you said that you think it's a shitty product and that it doesn't work. And now you're like, oh, well, I like this, so let me just sell sleeping vitamins to my audience that is between the ages of 12 and 14. Not a good look, my friend. Not a good look at all. Absolutely not. And he goes in to apologize and says that, you know, he does want to apologize to James as well, because James Westbrook, Tati's husband, did help him a lot, which Tati did point out, but he didn't apologize to him until Tati made a video telling him to. Like, hey, it's really fucked up. I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't want to associate with you, but you really hurt my husband's feelings as well. He was your friend too. He helped you too. He's the co-owner of this company. You can't apologize to him? And he was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, sorry. And he's like, I could come back with receipts, but I won't, because you don't have any. You don't. And the whole reason that Tati was like, you know what, like, she wanted to be friends with you and wanted to make it up with you, from what I gathered from the video, but then she found out that you had already been giving your side of the story to drama channels for damage control before you even talked to her. Like, before you guys, before you even had a chance to make up with her, you were trying to control what the drama outlets were going to be saying about you. Which just goes to show that you don't give a shit about your friends. And that sucks. I'm sure it really sucks for her to be in that position where she has to be like, this person that was my friend, you know, it wasn't just this betrayal, it was the fact that I've done so much for you and you can't even, like, be sorry that you hurt my feelings without trying to, like, control, like, what the media thinks about you. Telling people that there were some screenshots going around. I think that they're fake. I'm not sure, but it was being said that they were faked. That when the guy put up the story on Twitter about the 14-year-old that he assaulted in the bathroom when he was in high school, he put up, he was like, I apologize for that. I thought that because he didn't stop me that he was okay with it, and I apologize, but if you don't take down the story, then you need to take down the story, say you were lying, or I'm gonna sue you. Even though he's admitting that he did it, he's just like, I need you to say you were lying. I'm not gonna apologize for it, even though I did it. You're gonna say you were lying, or I'm gonna sue you. Interesting. So now that he sees that his fucking life is spiraling, he could even take, like, a break and just be like, I need to go home and I need to figure out, like, what's going on with my friends. He posted a Snapchat that he's doing. He was like, hey guys, sorry, I just had some shit I had to take care of. Come to my meet and greet in Australia. I'll see you soon. If you want Tati to forgive you, I just really don't think you should have called the situation where your friend has publicly said, I don't want to be associated with you. Some shit, like, I just had a situation that I needed to, like, deal with. You don't care. Like, that's all I'm getting from any of this, is that James Charles genuinely does not care about anyone but himself. He doesn't care about the people that he's hurting. He just cares about his image right now, which I understand that you're supposed to care. That's his livelihood. That's how he makes his money, is on his image. But at some point, you cannot be so heartless and emotionless. At some point, you have to be like, fuck, like, I'm fucking up. Like, I could have $1 million, but everybody's gonna hate me. I'll have no friends and I'll be alone. And that sucks. But if he's cool with that, then he's cool with that. And everyone that still supports him is cool with that too. So they can be their own little fucked up family together and just let it happen, because his career has, I've never seen somebody fall so fast. And I said the exact same thing last year, Dramageddon 2018 with Laura Lee. I was like, I've never seen somebody get dropped and subscribers dropped so quick. Boy, James Charles is setting records all the time, let me tell you, because his shit just drop, gone, bloop, bloop, bloop. I don't know if Morphe's gonna drop him. I'm sure they will. They drop everybody when it comes to scandal, except for Jaclyn Hill, but I'm pretty sure that she has, like, stock in Morphe. Like, I'm pretty sure that she has some kind of money that she has put into that company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she invests in Morphe. She's one of their backers. But I know this video has been super serious, and that's normally not how our drama chats. I haven't even fixed my makeup on camera yet. Whoa. Who is she? She's a serious YouTuber. But she Man, let me just tell you, now that we've got all the serious stuff out of the way, my personal thoughts is that James Charles is a fucking snake, and Gabriel Zamora just wants to get in the middle of anything that he can because he needs to be relevant somehow. He needs to be a part of it. He needs his name out there because ain't nobody talking about you no more since the whole scandal was over. And I'm pretty sure you're not cool with Jeffree Star anymore either, because he just like Thanos your ass and like snapped his fingers and y'all are gone. I really knew that we would have another big scandal this year. I didn't know it was going to be this huge of a scandal to where it's not like, oh, they're just not friends. Like, oh, they're not friends because James Charles is a sexual predator. And it's like, ooh. You wouldn't learn anything from Austin Jones. He's in prison, by the way. He's in prison from preying on his fans, preying on young girls, and getting them to send him like nudes and shit, like 14-year-olds, and he's going to prison. You should really watch yourself, James, because just because you're famous, Austin Jones was famous as shit. He's going to prison. You could be going to prison. If I were you, I would watch my fucking step, because everybody's against you now, and you've made sure you have nobody in your camp. Like, none of your friends are showing up and showing support except for Gabriel. And he'll turn like he did on the last group of friends. He fucking switched that real quick and went to the side of the camp that he thought was more profitable for him. Who knows if he even thinks that somebody is right and somebody is wrong. He's just doing the same thing that James is doing, just looking out for his fucking self. And that's it. Now, I will say, I really think that if you're going to do a video exposing somebody, do it the way that Tati did. Because she did say a lot of stuff and she did spill a lot of tea, but she never, in my opinion, like, I never felt like she was just being like, you know, yeah, James, being like malicious. It really just seemed like she was just giving information, like, this is what's going on. It's not just about vitamins. Like, I am stopping being friends with James Charles for XYZ, and it hurts my feelings because I still really love him and care about him as a friend. I looked at him as like somebody I mentored. I was like his mom, because his mom is in New York and he's in LA. And I tried. And he won't let me help him anymore. And there's nothing else I can do. He's too far gone. He doesn't care about how he behaves. He doesn't care if he hurts people. And I want to publicly say I don't want to be associated with him, because guess what? He's going to end up in prison for being a sexual fucking deviant. And she doesn't want to be associated with that. And good for her, you know? Like, I don't always like approve when people do like these public call outs, like, I'm not friends with her anymore, just so you know. But when it's something like this, when somebody is being accused of being a sexual predator, you need to publicly say, I'm not their friend. I do not associate with them. I do not approve of anything they're doing at all. Like, I am not his friend. And that's a little different, I think, than a lot of these other like scandals and people aren't friends anymore, which was just like, I don't like him, so we're not friends. I just need everyone to know that we're not friends anymore because I don't like her anymore. It's, hey, just so you know, I do not approve of him fucking preying on people and being a fucking sexual predator, just so we know. That's a little different, in my opinion, than saying, look, I don't like her, so we're not friends. Ooh, girl. This tea is so hot. I want to know what your guys' opinions are. Please leave it in the comments. We're already at 30 minutes and I usually do about 30-minute videos, so that's not super weird. I will update as we get more updates. At this point, the people that I've seen that have publicly like denounced him and we're not friends anymore is Jeffree and Tati. More will come and we'll talk about it then, but ew, like, I'm like, you're gross. And he's been doing some questionable things, but I think most of us, just in like the general community of the world, we're just like, he's young, he's trying to figure his shit out. Like, yeah, he's charging $1 million for a meet and greet because he's a millionaire and he's 19. Like, he doesn't know. Like, he's just fucking up. But now we're like, oh, he knows, he don't care, and he knows that people will excuse him because he's young. Not okay. I don't excuse you. Any video that I have made videos defending him because he's young and everybody's just being mean, I take it all back. Ew, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. Anytime that I have put anything out there publicly supporting you, I retract. completely retract. Sorry. I didn't have all the information that I do now, and I was wrong. This video has been really serious, and normally my drama videos are lighthearted and not like fake cry and we have a good time, but this is some serious ass shit, man. Like, this is not okay. That's it. His shit is over. I do not support him anymore. I am still subscribed to his channel, and that's really just because I'm fucking nosy, but I'm just gonna have to unsubscribe because drama channels will pick it up anyway. That's it really for this video, you guys. Like I said, leave me comments below what you think, and if I left anything out, I will put it in a follow-up video if there needs to be one. If this situation didn't just die right now, if there's more things to be said, I will say them. So you'll probably see another video about this, and I'll probably look a lot less put together. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the fact that I look like a polished up SWAT demon today. Hey. Anyway, you guys, if you want to follow me on all my other social media accounts, you can follow me on Instagram at grungexglitterx. You can follow me on Snapchat and Twitter at grungexglitter. And you can follow me on Facebook at grungeandglitter-kp. Definitely follow my Instagram, though. I'm the most active there. You guys, if you are new to this channel, hi, my name is KP. I work 60-hour weeks, so I don't upload that great. My upload schedule's all over the place, but I'm usually posting on Instagram about once a day. And I will be posting new links to my Discord server in one of these videos because we have a really good time. We just sit and talk. We talk about Game of Thrones, like post our makeup looks together on Discord. So I will post a link to that in the comments, but my links are always expiring, so I don't post them all the time. It's kind of like a, if you see it, you get to be in it kind of thing. So I love you guys. I'll see you later. Let me know what you think. Okay? Okay, bye. Bye.